ever sent me an
Hey,
email
appreciate you
saying
joining us. We're here with the realest man in
you're in
radio,
trouble.
Rashad Richey. We're about to go on air. Really excited about it, sharing the news and the updates with Millennial Civil Rights. Stay tuned. And so, for instance, in response to the mass shootings that took place in Dayton, Ohio, and also in El Paso, Texas, one thing we wanted to do is really give voice on behalf of millennials in the state of Georgia. And so, what we did was we partnered with elected officials here in the state, such as Senator Donzella James, Representative Darshawn Kendrick, Representative Derek Jackson, and we put together a press conference where we gave a response to those shootings and really just encouraged common sense gun reform and background checks and things that unanimously people across the board have said that they wanted ultimately, but we want to provide an answer from the state of Georgia. And so it was really cool to see everybody come together behind that cause. But that was our approach to really speak out and give light to the gun violence and some of the issues that are taking place now.
As a millennial, do you think the older generation, do you think they move too slow for you?
I don't think they move too slow. I think we move differently. And I think the millennial generation has a different approach to a lot of issues and a different voice, a different tone where a lot of issues are concerned. And so there's nothing wrong with the voice that came before us. And there's nothing wrong with the pace of movement from the generation that came before us. What we want to do is we want to harness the energy of all that. We want to be able to stand on the shoulders of the generation that came before us and really take the baton of progress that they provided and allow us to move forward and maybe even further it more in our generation.
What I appreciate about your group and the movement that you are heading is the fact that you're looking for direct connection from gatekeepers,
Right.
from those who have been here. And I've said for years, there has to be a bridge that connects the young millennial activists to those that are not so young. Because the not so young, they have tremendous institutional knowledge.
Sure.
They have a lot of wisdom to share. But I think they can also be easily offended. And I think millennials sometimes can be immature and impatient. And the truth is, you should be. Because stuff should have changed a long time ago, right?
Right.
And what has the conversation been between you and other millennials when you tell them about this let's connect all approach?
So the main thing is finding common ground. There's a lot of passionate people with a lot of different feelings and sentiments that go into a lot of the issues, a lot of the hot topic issues that are going on. And so finding the common ground as well as having a very focused energy and direction moving forward. And so, for instance, when we want to stand for something, we want our messaging to be clear. We want it to be underlined by principles that we believe are very important. And so we exercise principles of nonviolence and unity, as well as we stress the importance of having a very specific agenda moving forward. And so these are some of the things that we look for as far as finding that common ground and finding the solutions that we present.
I think there's obviously a lot of commonplace, but you have to be okay with the areas you can't agree on, right?
Sure, absolutely. And there will be some disagreement.
Sure.
A lot of people feel like a lot of things should change, and it's just a matter of how should those things change that we may not necessarily totally agree on.
Yeah.
But like I said, we want everything that we do to be based on our principles. We want to hold true to the fact that everyone deserves respect, everyone matters, and everyone can make a difference. And so keeping that logic in mind, really basing our solutions in that approach.
Millennial Civil Rights, that's what you're calling it.
Yes.
We're going to talk about why you chose that name on the other side.
Sure.
Callers, you can call us at 404-892-2703, 404-892-2703. You're still getting real, the realest man on radio, news and talk, 1380 WAOK. Man, we're having deep conversation during the commercial break. Good stuff. Very engaged brothers. 404-892-2703. I still have in the studio Teos Wynn, president and founder of the Millennial Civil Rights Campaign. Why call it Millennial Civil Rights?
Right, so we knew we wanted the emphasis to be on human and civil rights. And then we knew that a response was needed to the surmounting issues in the nation. And so what we did was we really just tailored the name after our generation.
Okay.
And so because we wanted the initiative to be millennial-led and to really make a mark for our generation, that's where the name Millennial Civil Rights came into play.
Now, was this all inclusive with white people, brown people?
Absolutely. And so this is completely inclusive. We wanted everybody to be a part of it,
Right.
because we feel like everybody has something to bring to the table and something of value. And so it is open to all people, all genders, all lifestyles, all ethnicities.
Where do you stand on the issue of voting rights? That was a big deal in Georgia, especially during the gubernatorial election, right?
Sure.
Where you basically had legalized voter suppression. And I'm not saying that to be hyperbolic. A judge literally said there was voter suppression happening in this state.
Right. So that was, wow. In short, we felt like we needed to do something because of that. Voting is a fundamental right of our democracy, and so therefore we feel it should be protected. Those provisions were already allotted for in the law, and a lot of that is being stripped, as you know.
Right.
And so what we're doing right now is taking a proactive approach, and we're getting ready for a college tour. So what we're looking at doing is we're hosting something called the Free Democracy Tour, and we're going to hit 6 college campuses.
Okay.
And during that time, what we're going to do is we're going to, 1, let people know the reason why we should engage, number 1. 2, give them the tools to engage, the tools being principles of nonviolence, unity, and direct action. And then 3, let them know the immediate action that we can take forward. As well as what we're doing is leading up to this Georgia legislative session, we're actually drafting legislation to present that underlies a lot of the principles that we believe in.
If somebody's listening and they want to contribute to your organization because they know that it's needed,
Sure.
How can they do that?
So on the website, millennialcivilrights.com, there's a donate tab at the very top of the website, and they can just click on that tab and make a donation that way.
Man, I'm very proud of you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
I really am. I'm thankful that, one, you're going to become a lawyer very soon.
Yeah.
Right? Increasing your impact in this world. But the fact that you're so active and involved, even before you get into the realm of law, is remarkable. And anything I can do to help, I'm always here.
Thank you. Thank you, Rashad.
All right. How can people connect with you on social media?
They can connect at Millennial Civil Rights on Instagram, and they can connect with me personally at Teos Win on all social media.
TAOSWYNN?
Correct.
TAOSWINN. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
All right. 404-892-2703 to get you the combo today. 404-892-2703. You're still getting real with the realest man on radio, news and talk. 1380 WAOK.